Hello, this is Citizenkong, and this is viewer comments number 3. Okay, first of all, I'd like to welcome my new subscribers, okay? And they are, let's see, it's right here in front of me. Black Dog 27 and Gunmon. So thanks for subscribing, and I want to say thank you to my other supporters, DRSNK, who was very kind to tell his friends to check out my video, and he also recommended somebody called Old Frank, OLDFRANK, and I checked out one of his videos. The man is insane. He's insane. I don't know where he's coming from, but it's very entertaining. I want to say hello to Shock Treatment Head. I hope you're doing okay. I haven't heard from you in a while. Stone Man 180, what is it, 182? Stone Man, where's the Stone Man? Well, anyway, Stone Man 182 has been, no, I'm sorry, 1982. Stone Man 1982 has been posting some very good comments. The health issue in this country, he had a very plausible, insightful alternative, a solution, and it isn't exactly what I want, but it seems something that was workable, and I think that most Americans would go along with it. So you might want to check out some of the comments that he's posted on my pages. Okay, first thing, my friend who sends me right-winger email, and he's pretty much a right-winger, but I love him, sent me this email. Ever wonder what Bill Clinton would look like with a mustache? Well, let's see if you can see this. There is a picture of a Chihuahua pooping on a copy of the Learning Annex, laying a turd right there on Bill Clinton's face. Ha! Ha! I see the humor in that. But it only speaks to the desperation of the Republicans, the right-wingers out there. The Bush is under such attack that they still have to go back to their old buddy, Bill Clinton. If any of you ever have a copy of the Jon Stewart book, the History of America or something like that, I have a copy and I forgot to drag it out. But there's this wonderful little section about the little vein that pops out on a Republican's head when they think about Bill Clinton. So if only their hatred could match the hatred that I feel for George W. Bush, then if we could bottle it or something, we could solve the energy crisis. I don't know, something like that. Okay. I make these little notes when I'm at work, and sometimes I take the time to type them out to prepare, but I'm not prepared tonight, so I'm just gonna go through these and read these, and it may not be in the most logical order. Okay, we did the Bill Clinton thing. Oh, well, I've been getting some good replies on my pages about the fairness doctrine, and let me see. I said I would address that tonight. And fairness doctrine. Let's see. Here we go. HMS Polycrest writes, "You forget the vital fact that no one forces listeners to tune into certain radio stations. Nor have the leftist voices been silenced. Air America attempted it and failed for the very reason that their product was not in demand. It's telling when Democrat talk radio host Alan Combs, the same individual that leftists would be protecting under the fairness doctrine, slams it for its irrationality and its unethical quality." Well, I didn't hear that Combs thing, but as I said on my reply, that he's a puppet of Fox Media. And I think that people are missing the point of what I'm talking about, the fairness doctrine. The fairness doctrine is supposed to get at the truth, okay? You know, maybe if we put a disclaimer under the fairness doctrine, these shows won't go away. There needs to be this disclaimer that these programs like Rush Limbaugh and Hannity and Michael Savage and all that is entertainment. Even a lot of Air America is entertainment. Don't use it as a place to go get your facts, okay? It's not really a source of news. You might pick up something off that show and then go somewhere and research it further. I mean, that's what intelligent people would do. I mean, it's a sad fact. A poll said that 40% of Americans still, in fact, it's gone up again, that 40% of Americans believe that Saddam Hussein was involved in plotting 9/11 or financed it or was behind it somehow. And that was like Bush, Cheney, and Fox News trying to convince everybody that, and they still believe it. So that's the thing. It's in order for a democracy to succeed, a well-informed public is essential. They can't be believing the lies. You have to get to the truth. And when we have the fairness doctrine in place, if we had things the way they are now, Watergate would have never been uncovered. The truth about the Vietnam War would have never came about. This business of Bush not allowing to show the flag-draped coffins coming from Vietnam. I mean, who's in control of the media? It's not the liberal media. Let me remind you, it's corporate media. And the fairness doctrine would put some restraints on what the corporations can do. Okay? Now, it could be a news type of fairness doctrine where you can still have your Rush Limbaughs and your Michael Savages and stuff, but I think the people that are the most against the fairness doctrine are the ones that have been listening to these right-wing talk show hosts because they're scared, okay? And face it, right-wingers are scared of everything. I mean, I finally understood what FDR meant by we have nothing to fear but fear itself. I mean, when I was a kid growing up, I never got it. But the whole idea is that fear makes us do stupid things. Hence, the way this country is, because we're too afraid. Giuliani running on a platform of fear. All right, let's see. So we have to decide. Okay, now this guy puts it pretty plainly. JRF 321. And you'll have to go to the page and look at it, but he puts it down here pretty well. Money-hungry bias media. Okay, that's the new name. Instead of liberal media, he calls it money-hungry bias media. Okay, that's good. It's the corporations that are aimlessly interested in money. Provocative equals money. Truth is boring, or equals boring. Boring, no money. Okay, that's the thing. See, the news should not be entertainment. It should not be driven by ratings. You know, he said the truth is boring, but the truth is what keeps us out of trouble. Okay, that should be the goal, the truth. All right, so the lines are blurred. I mean, when I was a kid, the news was the news, and I Love Lucy was a different kind of, was entertainment, okay? Now, we've got I Love Lucy and the news all mixed together, and the Honeymooners thrown in, and the Flintstones. All right, okay, so let's see. Garrison Keillor, on his Writer's Almanac, informed us that today was George Orwell's birthday. Okay, George Orwell, one of my heroes, and I know that a few of you out there have read George Orwell too. So one of the things that was important that George Orwell tried to get across in Animal Farm and 1984 is that any ideology taken to an extreme, whether it be right or left, socialist or fascist, is bad. Okay? It's bad. And the other thing besides newspeak, you know, like terms like enhanced interrogation, which means torture. The other thing to be wary of, and what's 1984 he told us, was constant war. Is that in order to keep us in control, that's why Bush started a war, so he could gain more power. Constant war lets them keep us in check. Lets them keep us in check. All right, so JRF 321, I want to thank you for that. I mean, I think you distilled it pretty well.